guys. Wednesday Crew Edition. We're officially back from Labor Day break. Just kind of get used to around holidays. You know, I'm going to kind of take a week off to recharge a little bit and, get this news together, talk about what's going on in the latest in geek culture, film, and entertainment. Been watching a lot of TV, watching a lot of movies, so we got a lot to talk about in the news today. Much love to SYL Nation, everyone in the chat. I see Maria, Wild Relic, Music City Soul, Carlos, Fernando, Amari, Taladia, what's good? You already know Taladia, we got to talk about gaming. You already know. Definitely smash the like, make sure you still subscribe. We got a few things to touch on. Some exciting updates, I feel, coming forward for the channel. Shout out to Shin, I see you. And we going without further ado, let's get this going here now. Let's get through my commercials here as usual. Direct support the platform via Stream Elements PayPal links in the description, and it's not scrolling in the live comments. It's going to scroll. It's not pinned. So yeah, we're already rusty coming back off Labor Day. Super chats for the live crew. Super thanks for the replay crew. Much appreciated. Like I said, to all the support. And a real quick update here. If I can get my screen together. Members early access exclusive videos. We got a new Scoop Center. It's not actually going to be Friday. I swear I got fired the person that's doing all this here. Scoop Center, but we just changed it. Scoop Center is going to be this Friday. A lot of Spider-Man talk. We're going to talk a lot to the members about that. So find the appropriate Scoop Center members level and be here live Friday. Time to be announced. With that. Join the Patreon to get this stream ad-free and exclusive CBM Geek content. So every Wednesday crew stream or pop-up streams, I'm going to put ad-free on my Patreon. Again, links is in the description for that. Really had a blast. We started updating the Patreon stuff right after my Labor Day break, and we had some interesting videos about Avengers Doomsday. Interesting comic book references to that, and an update on Blade and Midnight Suns. You fans of that, and I'll just throw a little bonus to the live crew here. Any Iron Lad fans, I think Feige's going to make you happy in the future with that. So. Fun times. Let's transition and get my people on the panel here. And now, as I always say, I mean, really, all you need is two for a crew. So it's just me and Speedy today.
Hey, what up?
It's still the crew.
How am I coming in?
You're great.
Sound good there?
Yeah.
Sound good? All right, cool.
Yeah, you're not. My ears are not bleeding, so that's
right,
good. That's good.
Let me know.
Interesting
throw
stuff.
some horns in some thorns.
There we go.
There you go. Hey, yeah. Wait, where's my horns at? And that's not my horn. There you go.
We're still catching up off break. Like I said, as I was saying, Speedy, I was saying to the viewers around holiday, like when we have like holiday breaks, I'm gonna kind of take that week to kind of recharge a little bit, like Thanksgiving. I'm gonna take that week off. It's good. As content creators, we do need to kind of recharge our battery a little bit. So that's what.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to a vacation I got coming up soon. So.
There we go. See, so just so people know.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere. I'll tell you that.
Hey, that's what's up. Now, just so people know, I don't, work my contributors too hard. I try to give them breaks, man. It's been a tough summer for everybody. But now, before we get to the topics, Speedy, before I did my little Labor Day break, we was kind of talking about the lead up to Beetlejuice, and it did get some interesting, I guess, feedback. I have my own kind of thoughts about it, but it's making money. Did you get a chance to see it? And I guess
I did. I got to see a screener, so I did a review and everything. So I was pleasantly surprised by the movie, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I
the original.
I remember the original, and I probably should have watched it before I watched this, just for me. But I remembered enough to appreciate everything, all the nostalgia. Yeah. But I immediately getting out of the movie, I was like, Tim Burton, like strikes again. You know what I mean? You know, I mean,
it's
you can't
so
deny
Tim
it.
Burton.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so much Burtonisms and
yeah,
weird moments. And like I said, if you the original, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna like watch it every month. But I thought the original was okay. It's Tim Burton. And this one is literally you're getting what you got from the original and
right.
a little more Michael Keaton than I thought. They was kind of faking us out.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
I
all
really
in this
liked it.
movie.
I really, really liked it.
Yeah. I think if you're anywhere interested in this franchise, it's probably worth checking out.
Yeah.
It's got a B+ cinema score, so it's either hit or miss for people, but it's making its money. So that's all.
Yeah.
No one cares.
It was more than I expected, to be honest with you. Like, even like the beginning, like the beginning, without spoiling anything, right? We're not.
Yeah, we ain't
Well,
spoil
nothing for anybody, right?
Yeah.
The way it starts with that, like, like it's hovering over like a model of a town,
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there and I was like, man, because I completely forgot about the model town that sits in the attic in front of the original movie. Hence why I probably should have watched the first movie before, so I
Right.
can appreciate everything. But anyway, I was watching. I was like, man, is that where we're at right now, Warner Brothers? We couldn't afford some CGI right here. They had
That's
to
deep.
do. But you know what? It was a artistic choice because it was an Easter egg in that, just right from the first scene, about that model town, that sits in the attic in the house.
Okay.
So I didn't get it at first until later on when I saw later on in the movie you see the model town and you're like, oh yeah, and that's what Tim Burton meant by doing it that way by hovering over the model town.
Okay.
In the beginning of the movie.
Hey, like I said, I mean,
little things like that. Little things like that. Little things like it just shows a lot of brilliance from Tim Burton.
Performance wise, I thought Winona Ryder, she slid right back into her character, older version of a character. So she was great. Jenna Ortega, she's in danger of kind of getting typecast. Like she can't play 18 years old forever.
That moody teenager.
Yeah. It was right borderline. I'm like, okay, Jenna, like you're like 25 now. Like you can't keep doing this.
But I see why, when she was working on the show, on the Netflix show, the Addams Family, the Wednesday show. And I guess that was a Tim Burton product too, right? So I could see why him working with her on that project, that probably is what set the spark for, hey, you know what? You'd be perfect to be, the daughter. His daughter,
Hey, the role was fine. I mean, I did like for a moment there, and again, like you said, we're not going to spoil everything, but for a moment there, it felt like it was two different movies going on. Like it was Jenna's kind of story over here, and then you had the main plot with Winona Ryder and Beetlejuice, and then you saw it intertwine. Eventually, but so they did a good job with that. Very straightforward film, 90 minutes long. Just pure entertainment value. So it had a domestic opening of 111 million against a budget of 100 million. It's slowly opening globally, so it still has to hit Japan and other places. So it's going to make a profit. It's going to make a profit.
Yeah.
So
the other vibe I got from the movie was it was kind of like, remember that animated Beetlejuice show?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little like that, like another Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? But it was in a true sequel done way. So it was a true done sequel versus another episode of the life of Beetlejuice. No, it wasn't that.
Totally. You kind of needed an idea of what happened in the first one because it's a progression of those stories. Like a little bit.
It's backstory.
I feel. Exactly. Exactly. Real quick, see, real talk. Or became a member. He was already a member, but we'll still treat you like a new member. Appreciate you, man, for the support. Again, Scoop Center. You upgraded. Okay, shout out to Real Talk upgrading. Okay, there we go.
Upgraded.
Scoop Center this Friday. We're gonna talk a little Spider-Man 4 today, but a little more for the members, some interesting stuff with that. So we'll give you a drop.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're a little hype. You're a little hype. but shout out to Real Talk, and this is a good time to plug me. He's helping me with my sports relaunch. That's what I've really been busy doing over Labor Day week. NFL season's back, so I have my sylabdul sports rebranded sports approach.
Okay.
Just search sylabdul sports. We're covering just the latest, whatever's popular. Right now, NFL is pretty hot, and
How you feel? How you feel after the first week?
Fun.
How you feel after the first week? Go quick. Let's
Oh, as far as sports, NFL,
NFL at least.
Oh, I mean, I watch everyone. So I mean, yes, my team did win. I'm a lifelong Bears fan. Yeah. No, it was football Thursday, Friday. Right. I watched college too, so that was Saturday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Then you had Sunday, Monday. I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, off sports, and Thursday we're back. Thursday we're back watching football. So yes, I'm feeling good about that.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, we played the Tennessee
my only
Titans,
take was you got to believe like the Miami Dolphins. That's it. That was my
Dolphins. Yeah, that's our Real Talk Productions team.
Yeah,
that's his team. Yeah,
hey,
his team
hey.
right there.
As long as you believe.
Yeah, so definitely, me and Carlos, we have a dedicated podcast channel, Night Views, and we do that Sunday and Tuesday nights during football season. And so, anyone that's fans of sports, you probably here for the geek stuff, the viewers out there. But if you want sports, head over there to sylabdul Sports, Night Views, and Real Talk Productions right there. So good stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff with that.
All right.
Amari,
I'm gonna ruin your algorithm. Let's talk more nerd stuff.
Hilarious. Amari says, "Can you scoop what Kendra's going to perform at Super Bowl?" We already know. You already know. You already know what
you need to play the drop
perform.
Now. You need to play the drop now.
It's like if he's going to use this as an opportunity to play not like us like 10 times. And let's see, do I still got the drop? What happened to my drop? I swear, after taking a break, things change.
See?
Things change, man. All right, one time.
That fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna play that song about 6 times. He's gonna play that. So interesting stuff, and but yeah, it's good. It's good to mix up a little bit, but we gotta get back on topic with the geek stuff. Yes. Totally Speedy's fault. I guess big news. I'm interested in seeing what you think about this, Speedy. Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland Spider-Man, 4th film. We all knew it was coming, obviously.
Yeah.
But the director, they was like, oh, it's John Watts, it's Drew Goddard. They get the Shang-Chi director. So my first question is, Speedy, is what did you think of Shang-Chi? And then do you think this is a good match for next Spider-Man?
I enjoyed Shang-Chi. It was probably one of the better movies of that phase, and it left a lot to be desired. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it was very entertaining, especially all the action scenes. So I could see this director really embracing Spider-Man and doing his own take on it. And I think it'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to watch. I'm positive for it. I'm positive on it. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely not the norm on social media about being positive, but I think if you really think of what Shang-Chi, he was trying to do, like, I don't want to say he was trying to make him like a Peter Parker type guy, but I can see the angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the vibe's there. The hero's journey. It's there.
Yeah. So Spider-Man 4, I don't think they announced the date yet, but they did say they want to go into production early 2025. Rumor is it's going to come out after the next Avengers film. So it's maybe that Captain Marvel effect. You had Infinity War, and Captain Marvel came out, and then Endgame.
Yeah.
That may be what they do.
I can see it. I can see it happening. Yeah. I like the vibe. Like maybe Spider-Man's like, going through motions of his life, trying to get in college, and like he's just, noticing like the world is a little odd, like some things are not quite the same that he remembered, you know what I mean? And then take it from there, I think it'll be kind of cool, and also in a street, in a street Spider-Man way too, as well. I think there's a way to do that. It's probably do both and make it a really compelling Spider-Man story. And who knows what they're going to do? I mean, I don't have no inside information except for a little bit that I heard.
Yeah, it was reports recently. There was like, will it be more of like a kind of in line with a Daredevil street level, or will they go multiverse again? They're probably somewhere in between, I would say.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere
with that. Now, Amari says Shang-Chi was good up to the CGI fest in the third act.
Oh, the final battle?
Third act problem.
I appreciate the final battle. It was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the final battle kind of was telling that story that, rite of passage, or
right.
I guess, with that. Shen says, I think Shang-Chi was just okay, not feeling the director. Third act, Shang-Chi fell apart. I don't know if he's up to Spider-Man. Yeah, I've seen that sentiment. I will say it's not going to be totally street level. I will say that.
Yeah.
I will say that, just according to what I'm hearing with that. Maria says, you hate this decision. I want a street level Spider-Man movie. Yeah, I don't think we're getting.
We're going to get
like
street light, street Spider-Man light.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi,
if you remember, and I probably have to watch that again. It's on streaming on Disney Plus. It tried to kind of start off grounded, then it just became fantastical. So I could see him doing that.
Yeah,
with this film. Yeah,
that's a very good analogy. So
yeah,
that's exactly what I think.
I've been practicing, my couple weeks off. Okay, Wild Relic.
Hey, you're doing better than Nationals, okay? You're right.
Wow. So the final battle was peak Shang-Chi, and what in the world? What is going on? I don't know what he's trying to say right now.
Peak for Shang-Chi and the Wang Chi.
I don't know what's going on with that.
MCU made a mistake caving into Sony. Oh, was it a caving in though?
Sony? No, I don't think it was a cave in there. I think Feige, he's in this kind of retcon phase, Speedy, where you bring back RDJ, you're doing this Doom.
Yeah.
I think this is more of just a course correction.
Yeah. Daniel Cretton is definitely not a Sony guy. He's coming from the Disney side of things.
Yep, no, I agree. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a big event film. I think it's a chance, hey, maybe you'll see more Sony Spider-Man. Why not, right? Let's throw him back in there. Let's get another $1 billion. I'm just saying. Let's see. People are fighting about the final battle. Yeah.
Okay. It was okay.
You started a whole fight with that speech.
We did. That's fine.
Amari says after No Way Home made $1 billion, no way people are going to stay mad at Spider-Man 4.
Yeah. I mean, multiverse is the flavor of the year. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a multiverse saga. So
yeah,
I
mean, that's what we're doing.
Multiverse.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All the kids are doing it. So multiverse elements. And yeah, I'm totally expecting your multiverse. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if they stuff Garfield back in there or Maguire. Why not?
I agree.
Let's go all the way with it. That's why it's called a running gag, my family. Okay, Wild Relic. Yeah, sounds like an inside joke, Wild Relic. Says Fernando says no reason home. that's what you called it now. That's like his joke name for it. No reason home is wild. Had a perfect ending to Holland's Spider-Man multiverse story. Yeah, but then that is money. Like, let's make more of it. That's what they're saying.
Exactly.
It's
Spider-Man. Guys, Spider-Man is probably the most well-known superhero in the world, next to Batman. Okay,
I think,
and probably more popular than Batman.
It's probably 1A, 1B, because if you're talking about just pop culture, even comic sales, it's Batman, Spider-Man every month.
Yeah. And then Superman is like close third as far as brand recognition.
Yeah, he's as recognizable, but the biggest ones it's Spider-Man, Batman. Mm-hmm. Those films will always make money for generations to come.
Yeah. So they're still gonna do whatever they can to work the IP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be fun. All of us are gonna watch. I'm not going to. I learned this with the Matt Reeves Batman when people was like, "Oh, I'm not going to watch it. I'm boycotting," and then everyone watched it. It made over $700 million. Like, so I don't believe anyone that says they're not going to watch Spider-Man. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
But, you're going to watch it. But they always say
there's
there's nothing worse than Spider-Man fans. They don't even like Spider-Man, you know.
Oh man, in the comics, it's pretty rough. Like I
Yeah.
may not get too deep into the comic world of Spider. They're pretty vicious. Those
They are.
comic movies, man.
Yeah. But I'm down for that. If they put a Andrew Garfield or even
McGuire.
a Maguire
Yeah.
Spider-Man in the Venom project.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Oh man.
That would be
That
awesome.
needs to happen, man. Like I don't know how that didn't happen yet. That's business gets in the way. Like that's just an easy, cool idea. If you didn't want to use Tom Holland, use the other Spider-Man with Venom. It would have been wonderful, or at least Garfield. Just give me Garfield with Venom. I'm good. I'm good with that. So, yeah. Amari says, "Do you expect Doctor Strange's spell to be undone at some point?" I don't know. What do you think? The one where everyone forgot Peter Parker, basically.
Yeah, I think something is going to happen with that. You know what I mean? I mean, something has to give, but they're going to run with that as a plot, obviously, right now, because that's a plot development device. That spell and where he stands with the people he cares about now. They don't even recognize him as Spider-Man now. So it's important,
right?
But especially important to this movie. Maybe did they go away from it after this movie? Sure, but it's definitely going to be a plot device.
They have to somehow backtrack that because Mary Jane, she has to know Peter Parker. Like you can't,
there you go. Yeah,
they can't let that go on too long. But they kind of Scooby Doo their way out of No Way Home with that.
They did.
Let's see. Yeah, Shem, put some respect on Superman's name, Speedy. I think he's talking to Speedy. He says Superman S is the second most recognizable symbol behind the cross. Well,
number one. I say I don't disbelieve it. I don't disbelieve.
He's basically saying because I think everyone's saying number one Batman. I think that's clear.
I was saying number one is Spider-Man. I'll be honest with you.
I'd say 1A, 1B. I still think Spider-Man and Superman is as recognizable, yes, but
but definitely, if he's number one, hey, I don't doubt it.
No, you gotta stand on something, Speedy. No, don't let Shin back you off of what you said.
Hey, I've been proven wrong many times. It's fine.
Oh man. Will we see Miles in this Spider-Man movie? I'm not expecting Miles Morales, maybe some kind of setup, but I think Miles is going to be more active after by Secret Wars or after it because of the whole all new, all different Marvel that Feige wants to do. So you're going to get some Miles in the future.
Yeah,
sure.
And they might. And I mean, they've kind of been, they're playing around with the idea, especially the live action element in the Across the Spider-Verse, just they're trying to figure it out. I guess they're letting the animated version run its course as well too. So
and it's really doing this thing too. I mean, the popularity of Miles Morales is at an all-time high after that first one, after that first animated film.
Yeah.
And the second one I thought was even better. Like the storytelling they're doing with that is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you got to be setting up a Miles Morales, live action trilogy because it's a popular character. Let's see. Not everyone's a fan, I guess, of Miles. Well, no one likes Miles, and someone doesn't like Miles. So I'm shocked. But he's a pretty popular character, though, overall. So interesting stuff. Spider-Man 4 again. We'll get closer to production, in a couple months here. And I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be some exciting stuff with that film. So I'm all forward. Now, let's transition to something. I'm not sure how excited people will be overall, but we'll just try to talk about it. Josh Brolin, DCU Green Lantern. There's been some developments recently about that. And I got to say, when James Gunn first announced this new DC world, I was like, everything he announced, I was like, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see about that. When he said lanterns, I was like, hold up. Like, okay. Like, what you about to do with the lanterns? Live action?
I'm kind of hyped for whatever this lantern show is going to be, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's shaping up that they want like a kind of a grizzled Hal Jordan. Now, comic book fans know that, you got grizzled Howard Jordan, and he's kind of got the grizzled and a little gray, that you're setting up like a bigger storyline just in the comics. What did you think? Let me ask you, because we haven't talked about this. Again, we had a couple weeks off. When you first heard that Josh Brolin was just even being considered, did you think that was the wrong direction, doing like older Hal? Some people want the younger New 52 Hal. What's your preference?
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird, but I was like, okay, we're just trying to do an old man Hal Jordan thing. Okay, let's see. We really don't have nothing live action Green Lantern much to pull on. So this is all new territory. So I would have been interested, but I guess it's just not happening at all.
Yeah, I was fine with the older Hal. You're setting up John Stewart really as that younger Lantern, and arguably John Stewart has just as big of a fan base as Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. So
he does,
because of the animated series and and stuff like that.
That's right.
So I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Now, according to what this article and other reports were saying, Josh Brolin was the first choice. Did you think? Now he passed on it, obviously, but did you think that was kind of not just the age thing, but that, hey, he was Thanos before, he was Cable? Was that kind of like a red flag for you, Speedy?
Man, no, I don't think so. I think actors take the check when it fits their schedule, and they like what they read as far as a script or something. Maybe just something that wasn't compelling, or he just didn't like the script, and it's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I mean, they're actors, right? Like, that's what I've learned after the Heath Ledger outcry when he was cast as Joker. We heard all the jokes, like, oh, they didn't want Brokeback Joker, just all kinds of crazy jokes, and then he became the greatest Joker ever, right? Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, and Facebook like imploded the day that Ben Affleck, and then all you needed was one scene, and everyone was sold. Even if if people out there didn't like BVS, you like Ben Affleck Batman. So
I remember.
Yeah, so I can't get too much into the outcry, like, oh, he should look like this and that. It's like, nah, these are actors, and I think Josh Brolin would have killed it. I really think he would have really crushed it.
Oh, he's definitely got the chops. It's no doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now
he'll always beat Thanos and Cable, and
Yeah, but it was kind of good that Thanos was so much under that CGI and stuff, so it's like he can get away with doing a role like that. But and he played George W. Bush. If people don't know, he could play anything.
Yes, he did.
And so with that, it was a short list. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of unfounded rumors, I will say, as far as what people are saying. But when I was able to kind of narrow down, Josh Brolin was the first choice. Matthew McConaughey was the second choice. Apparently, he passed on it. Now, I already wanted Josh Brolin, but I was like, okay, Matthew McConaughey, that'd be cool to see him in DC, but he passed. So I'm a little bummed about that. What would you think if McConaughey would have did it? You think that would have been a good?
I think that would have been interesting as well. I don't know. I think the only thing we really saw live action was the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. So a lot of that's in our back of our mind. So
I think McConaughey would have been great.
Yeah, I think McConaughey would have been interesting.
He would have been really great. But so now, according to, again, there's multiple rumors and reports. The one I'm kind of focusing on is saying Ewan McGregor will be the next choice. Obviously, some mixed feelings out there about that. Obi-Wan himself. Again, I wouldn't mind it. I think these are all good choices. I haven't heard a bad choice yet here, but do you think that's the? Are we getting close to your? You didn't like the Josh Brolin idea, but you said McConaughey was cool.
McConaughey's cool, and I like the Josh Brolin. I mean, I'm okay with it, and I would like to see what a final thing, what the final result would have been, but not against it. No. It seemed kind of odd.
But Ewan McGregor, what'd you think?
Ian McGregor, no, that's interesting as well, because talk about another actor that has a lot of chops too. you know.
Yeah.
And there was something that I saw him in recently. Wasn't Star Wars, of course.
Mhm.
I think it was he like a secret agent or something like that? I forget what it was, but
Mm.
I've seen him in different stuff, and
Yeah.
he's got you know, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, hey, like I said, what this is telling me is that they're going for a quality lead man.
Yeah, they're trying to get a good name,
You know what I mean?
and
For this
somebody
Lantern series,
yeah.
they want to sell this, right? Because my theory is, we mentioned Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. I think you could cast a no-name every time. Every time you want to reboot those characters, it's about the symbol, the shield, the character. Like I think that will, you got to make a good film too. But like with Lanterns, you probably want like a big name, just a name that could draw people. Like, oh, the new Ian McGregor, series. You probably can't put a no name headline in a Lantern series,
Yeah,
right?
it seems like they really want a really good name actor to anchor the show. Kind of like in the way of like it kind of reminds me of there's the that Rome show that's on Amazon. It's like
on Amazon.
The People Waiting to Die or whatever the heck the hell's
name. That's on Peacock.
Peacock,
you have
whatever.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. So Anthony Hopkins is kind of like the anchor of that show. He's like the big name. You know what I mean? And then they have also the actor from Game of Thrones and stuff like that. But like something similar like that. Like they're trying to get like a really good name actor. Maybe he's not going to do all the heavy lifting, but be a good name. Maybe it seems like that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm all for that choice. I mean, this supposed to go into production again early next year, so they want to really put some quality people in a project. I think that'll sell. That'll sell the land for a general audience. Us geeks and nerds that watch DC, we're gonna watch all this stuff. You even hate watch it, some of y'all, and but the general audience be like, oh, be like, oh, Ian McGregor. Let's see, Let's see on a Sunday night what he's doing. So I'm all for it. I think that's smart. Now,
I guess they got to lock somebody in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah. Now in the chat, there are other names again, I'm treating any names after Ian McGregor as rumored, but it is being said, Chris Pine, that's a rumor.
Wow.
Now, I think if Chris Pine is a choice, he probably should have been the first choice for Hal Jordan. I mean, that's too easy right there. I just don't know if he wants to do like, DC stuff, but yeah, that's the easy.
Tom Cruise would be interesting.
He's fan cast. Tom Cruise. I don't really see him as what this project is. I don't see Tom Cruise in this one. Timothy Oliphant.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Justified guy, right?
Yep.
I see a lot. Again, I'm treating that as rumor. I haven't really corroborated the names after Ian McGregor, so I wouldn't mind. Oh yeah, he's a cool actor. He was good in he was in Star Wars, right?
He was in The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Both, I guess. So yeah, I don't mind that, but yeah, I'm pulling for Ian McGregor at this point. So we'll see. And of course, I've been following this story and been trying to cross-reference stuff. So I have my second channel, which has been hijacked by James Gunn content.
Okay.
Check out more with DCU and
more in-depth coverage of Green
Lantern Superman channel. Links in the description, but that's the YouTube channel right there.
Oh wow! Okay, so you call it SYL Superman? I like.
Yeah, SYL Superman because we're really. It's like sink or swim. If the film does, great, then that's gonna be very interesting conversations over there in depth. If it bombs, then it's really gonna get interesting. So that channel is really.
So you're setting yourself up for success no matter what. Okay, I like it. I approve.
It's a little secret out there, but definitely more in depth over there, and also when I, since I'm off vacation, I'm gonna capture some more DC rumors. We'll talk about that more over if it's DCU related, gun related, stuff like that. So link in the description. Cool stuff. Everyone's gonna continue to fan cast, of course. We'll see we'll see what happens with that. Let's get to an interesting topic here because a lot of mixed feelings, just a lot of mixed feelings about everything lately, I guess. But Jeff Schneider, again, he is I guess he's a scooper. I mean, he gets some stuff right. Some stuff gets debunked like a minute after he posted.
I'll tell you something though. If we just talked about Spider-Man fans, Motu fans, woof, that's another level right there, boy. I tell you, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
We've seen a lot with Motu. If you followed the Kevin Smith, right?
Yeah,
his 2 seasons of stuff, and it got pretty rough. Now I will say, Revolution? The latest one he did.
Yeah, the Revolution.
That was a really good season. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he did a really good job with it. The first season, Revelation, that some creative choices. It's like, are you trying to like get cussed out online? Like some of the choices he made, it was like
it was cool. It seemed like a long game he was trying to set up that Revelations.
Yeah.
And some creative choices that I was like, But
some weird
this Jared Leto. Huh.
So
I see it.
This is the Amazon live action Masters of the Universe film. They bought it from Netflix.
Right.
So Amazon, then they own MGM. So this is going to get a theatrical run, and then it'll go to Amazon streaming. Now,
interesting.
Jared Leto Skeletor. I mean, probably an interesting connection here. Maybe people aren't realizing. Leto did obviously Ayer Joker, right? He did the Joker, and now you got the Skeletor thing. Mark Hamill voiced Joker, and he
did
Skeletor,
and I thought that was great.
So a little interesting.
And that second season is brilliant. That second season, Revolution on Netflix. I think if you're a Masters of the Universe fan, you didn't consume it just because of whatever you thought you didn't like in the first season.
Politics.
I think you're doing yourself a disjustice because I tell you what, that second season is, oh my god,
it was
intriguing, so awesome. Yeah,
he had stuff from the old Dolph Lundgren film in the Revolution season. So I really appreciated that. But this seemed like a rite of passage for Joker. Like you play Joker in some capacity, then you play Skeletor. This is what I'm seeing.
So I'm here for it. Oh, he said it was like he was offered it. So then we're back in this.
Is a real, This is speculation territory, right? Yeah. Like nothing's concrete.
Yeah, I take this all with a grain of salt. But him actually do it, I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If he,
I think he can pull it off.
Decides he wants to do it, and he thinks he can pull it off. Jared Leto though is a very I've heard stories like he's very what do they call that when you're an actor
method
and you go into a method, and, so I
he has to kind of become like that's what Wesley Snipes does. That like he would just when he was making the Blade films, and he was punking Ryan Reynolds, years ago, and then people thought they hated each other.
Right.
He's like, no, like this is, character. I'm always in character. You know what I mean? That's a good excuse. I'm gonna start doing that.
I think Jared Leto is very famous for doing that. So that'll be interesting in the Skeletor role on a set. Somebody stuck in that in that mindset all day, every day.
I wouldn't mind seeing this. And when we talked about selling these projects, you attach a Jared Leto. Even seen side note, did you see that trailer? It's video clips of I think the new Tron. I think it's Tron.
I did not see that.
It may be online. I think they pulled all the footage, but that looks amazing. But it's like they have Jeff Bridges in there as well too. But you just attach Leto to something like, they get some people's interest. Like, Jared Leto's in this. I'm just saying. I think that's what this is, kind of going for, a mid name. I don't think Jared Leto, he doesn't sell tickets like that, but interest. He'll draw interest.
Yeah, he'll draw interest, definitely. Yeah. Definitely on our side of the conversation. But the Motu fans, boy, I don't know. I don't know how they'll feel about that.
Well, and some just like to complain too, though, because I understood some of the Revelation choices. I know.
I have my criticisms of that first season, but I did like it.
But I think he
like
brought it back on track, you know, with Revolution.
Oh,
I really do.
That second
That was good
season
stuff.
is
I actually
so-
have to rewatch that again. Like that was
Yeah.
pretty. It was really that good to me. And deep cuts too. He really is a fan. Kevin Smith is really a fan of Motu, but
yeah,
I'm not here.
But this is a completely different project though, and different people behind this one.
Yeah, for Amazon. Yeah, for this live action film.
You know that Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe. You know, it's still in the hearts of many a kid. Still,
I still could pop that in. Yeah. That's a good one.
But even though I was a kid, I was like, man, this movie's not that great.
Oh, really? Oh,
but it's He-Man. Let me watch it.
Some of the Earth parts, it did get a little slow in that Dolph Lundgren film. But once it was like action time, I thought they nailed it. I thought they cult classic, Masters of the Universe. Now it's saying here, Leto, he brings it like Langella did. Frank Langella was the best part of the Lundgren movie. Oh, I mean, anytime he was in Eternia, the film was peak in that old film. That was some good stuff. That was some good stuff in there. Let's see. That's what I'm saying. Kevin Smith ruined Masters of the Universe. I mean, I don't think he really ruined it. It's just that last season was actually good.
That second season is masterful, man. But I get it. You know, I get it. He was trying to be a little controversial there in the first season. Yeah, doing some creative choices that weren't too popular. You know,
creative choice.
And I had my problems with especially with Evelyn. I was like, what are we doing? You know,
Evil in you talking about in the Revolution?
Yeah, and Revolutions.
Yeah,
Revelation actually.
Revelation. Okay,
was better.
Okay, the first season that Kevin Smith did, creative choices all over the place. All over the place with that. But it's like, you know, we're here to watch He-Man. That was his first mistake. Oh, let's sideline He-Man. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you come on, Kevin. But Amari says Leto's a great actor. People forget. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if it was when I made the point, I said Leto doesn't sell tickets like that. I mean, I'm just saying box office draw. I don't think he really is that. But yeah, he's very talented, and I think he'll get the interest. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it'll be interesting, and I wonder what the temperature is, because they leaked this, right? This is an insider thing. This is not a trade, right? This is a different.
No, this is from like a scooper, like a rumor site.
If it was a trade, I'd be like, even it's off. Right. Usually, like when that stuff shows up on the trades, it's like, like that's gonna get signed. You know what I mean?
Right. Usually, you know what I mean? When you have a trade leaking out, they're in talks.
They put it out there to kind of like to see what the what the response is gonna be. You know,
this here, if an offer really was made, and I'm only using the Schneider site because he is again more often than not, he does get stuff wrong too. So, like you said, grain of salt territory with him, but he's not just pulling stuff out of nowhere all the time. So my point is, if an offer really was made, this is a true leak, because the trades are not talking about this. So, so we'll see.
And I will say, Jared Leto definitely is underrated as an actor. I agree.
Yeah. Underrated. How'd you like his Joker? I see some.
I like his Joker. I never
tough reactions to his Joker.
Yeah, I never had a problem with his Joker. I thought it was very interesting. Yeah. It was a different take. I
mean, I definitely want to see the Ayer cut. Release the Ayer cut. It's still alive. The push for that, and I know of a person that actually saw a version of the Ayer cut, and they're like, hey, more Joker, a little more Batman actually in there too. I'm like, hey, let's do it. Like, that's all you gotta tell me. So release that. Beginning of Revelations was trash. Yeah. Dolph Lundgren's on Tubi. Yeah, shout out to Tubi. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, like Tubi, like there's Netflix, the king of streaming. You may like Disney Plus, but then it's Tubi after that. It's like Tubi's up there. They got everything. Just saying.
Cool. And it's free. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, everybody go to Tubi. Ad-based revenue, so they don't have to charge you for premium. It's just you gotta watch a couple ads.
It's like watching the USA Network.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
TNT, the movies on TNT this week.
Hey,
It's streaming.
I didn't make that connection, but yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I got you, Amari. Yeah, Leto. Yeah, Leto's a good actor. He is a good actor. Let me see. So Snyder has been having a meltdown on Twitter. So yeah. I guess as we kind of transition and
transition into that.
Well, we'll just kind of talk about this because we're kind of transitioning to and we have keeping this like an hour show today. But
Copy.
Yeah, Jeff Snyder. So when I said like I use this site because he has some reputable stuff, but in some stuff it's just like, bro, like, are you sure you believe what you're saying? He came out saying, okay, the Beyond the Spider-Verse, we saw part 2 came out. What was that, last year? So it was 2023. Right. And we thought part 2 of that will come out this year, and they pushed it back.
Right.
Undisclosed date. He's saying, yeah, they pushed it back to 2027. And I'm like,
that's a long time to wait for Sony to get another bag. I don't know if Sony can hold out.
I'm like, maybe I shouldn't use your site after you say nonsense like this, like, because I think someone that worked on the project, supposedly what Snyder's saying, they totally scrapped it and they restarted it. I don't even understand how that's even possible. But
yeah, that's wild.
According to I think someone that's working on it, they're just kind of like, no, bro, like you're capping. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, that's why the scooping thing.
So somebody came out and said, no, like this is like.
Yeah, they're like, no, nonsense. Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. So he must be freaking out on X right now.
Yeah, he's fighting on it. That's why it's like, hey, it's fun to scoop stuff here and there. You know, like I said, anytime I get information, and I don't even care about being anymore about stuff. I'd rather corroborate stuff because you put yourself in those crosshairs, man. When you're like, hey. Exclusive.
We just talked about them Spider-Man fans, right?
It's like, hey, if the fandom ain't behind, if you come out and like, exclusive, you're not seeing this film for another 3 years, like you're gonna catch some bullets, man, online. They be like, what? Like, you're a hack, you're a fraud. Like they're gonna destroy you.
Then I know there was that one article or one that they were having problems with the Spider-Man Noir. I guess
yeah, Amazon, it's supposed to be on Amazon.
Yeah, the directors were having problems with the budget, I guess, or they're having arguments about the budget. So it may be something cascading there, you know, because it seems like it's all Sony, right?
Yeah, that's Sony. That's Sony with Amazon conjunction. I guess. What do you think? I don't know what to think of this project. Spider-Man Noir is live action with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
he was great in the animated as an animated character.
I thought it was going to be animated.
No, this is live action.
It's live action?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
I don't. It's like, hey, that's cool, and plus it's gonna be called just noir. It's not really gonna be I mean, they're gonna lean towards Spider-Man, but it's really just not. It's like the Spider-Man-less Spider-Man universe. That's what Sony is doing for some reason.
Right.
I'm not that hype about Noir. I'm really not hype about that. Just not. I'm just not at all, man. Did that Silk show get canceled? Yeah, they shelved that. They shelved the Amazon Silk. The Silk show without Spider-Man. These are stupid ideas.
That was gonna be bad.
I'm sorry. People gotta be fired. Like I just gotta call people's jobs now. Like this is you don't belong with this IP. Like you should be fired from working on the IP. If you're gonna let's do something in the Spider-Man world, Madam Web, and not have Spider-Man at all. Yeah. Fire.
Well, I guess Spider-Noir has Jack Huston joining, Nicolas Cage, Brendan Gleeson just joined 2 days ago. Article on Variety. So I mean, they're working it. It seems like it's a lot of trade noise, a lot of trade posts. Yeah. Jack Huston joins Amazon's Marvel series. So it's cooking, you know.
I mean, they're putting ingredients. I don't know if it's really cooking.
Oh well, they're trying.
Can't really claim the temperature of what's going on there, but interesting stuff. Like I said, definitely we're catching up with the news after this Labor Day break. It's mixing. Yeah, I can't say it's good. Like
It's
when
mixing.
something's
It's
cooking,
definitely
like,
mixing.
yeah, it's, they're combining
It's
ingredients
simmering
right
at
now.
least. The water's boiling. There you go.
Yeah, right. They're preheating the oven.
Preheating it.
Right now. We'll see. We'll see if it really cooks when it goes out. But in the chat, last minute comments or questions, throw it in the chat. We're getting geared back up again after my holiday break. The Weekly Retro returns next week. Film and entertainment news discussions with Retro and box office. We'll see how Beetlejuice has done, or what else is coming out. You got Joker coming out in a month. So it's tracking pretty good, pretty early. They're actually tracking ahead of the original. Now, this is domestically. We don't know if internationally, if they're going to, that was just a phenomenon. Joker, the first one.
Right.
You didn't expect like the whole world to jump in on that. So I don't know. We'll see. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to that. So
well, I got, and I'll because your channel's DC heavy. So I got a screening for the Superman Christopher Reeve story.
Yeah.
It's a press only screening, and I have a hard embargo. I can't even review it until they give me a date.
Oh wow. So you've already seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I have if I do sign up for it, I would have to see it Monday. And then sit on what I just saw.
Right.
So, and I'm kind of like do I don't know if I want to see it.
You don't know if you want to see it?
So there you go. I put it out to the audience. So should I see the Christopher Reeves documentary by DC Studios or what? Let me know. Chat.
That's the question. I know if I get a screener, I'm definitely going to see it. I say I didn't get no screener for it yet. No. But I'm prepared just to go watch it in about 10 days it comes out. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. That's gonna be interesting.
Shin says I gotta go see it. Music City says, yeah. Hell yeah, not let me go.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Right.
Oh, wait.
I think it's gonna be great.
You just said it was getting bad reviews, Shin.
No, he always says that. he always says that. No, the trailer looked magnificent. Hearing about the story element, they're gonna contrast Reeve, his rise as Superman,
right,
and then like his rise as an activist, and it's like they're gonna be playing that off of each other in the documentary. It's gonna be pretty wild. I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to that. So we'll see if if someone that I know happens to see it early, I may talk to them off screen about it. I don't know. I can't say who that person would be that would see it early, but maybe I'll hear about it before it comes out. But
the Joker 2 was getting the bad reviews.
Oh, really? It's mixed reviews. Joker 2 is getting mixed
reviews,
but it's tracking, and it just comes down to when it opens, it's going to get that good audience score overall.
And we'll see.
Yeah. Let's see. Give me 1 second here.
Oh yeah, IGN gave it a 5. That was the big headline there.
Oh, IGN. No one paid. IGN is worse than Rotten Tomatoes. So it's like IGN. Like I never like. Oh man, IGN don't like it, so I get no. I never responded like that ever. but no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be. I think they cooked on that one, Speedy. I think they cooked.
Yeah, they cooked that one.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Let's see. We got some last minute comments or questions in the chat. We're winding this Wednesday's return to the Wednesday crew of 2 today. So Phantom 4 we just went wild. Like we have 4 and
cut in half. Yeah.
We know Dani's working her way back. I think
she's working her way back next Wednesday. Or we're gonna do a Wednesday crew and then do her watch show. We're gonna double up.
I'm joining her for the her for the watch party, and I told her I'm applying the Alkalite rule. Like I give you like about 2 episode, and then if I can't,
you knocked me out of Gotham City. That's how you ain't relax.
I'm gonna start getting really busy.
As soon as we invoked her, she showed up in the chat.
That's hilarious.
It's like,
right.
Comics and is here.
But definitely, we're going to be there to start off the season. I've been hearing some. I don't know if you've been hearing. Or
I've been hearing some interesting things, and I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to watch it. To be honest with you,
I'm optimistic. I'm coming in with optimism.
I am also optimistic because Marvel had one big project this year, which was Deadpool and Wolverine, right? Awesome, knocked out of the park. Do you think you really followed up with a stinker show that was from their last ideology? But then again, we are talking about Disney, and we just went through the acolyte thing. So it's like, I don't know.
Only because they were making Agatha, probably even before they thought of doing Deadpool Wolverine. You know what I mean? So it's like this was kind of like that old way of thinking. And I think I tried to shove some cool stuff in it now, but I'm hopefully optimistic for.
They got that Marvel tab on Disney Plus is getting a little stale, so they had to throw some product up,
Yeah, we got, what I'm saying? So the rights don't revert. We own it. Okay.
No, it's all for the shareholders. Okay.
Exactly. So interesting stuff. Let's see. Give me a second here. Let's see.
Shin says, they definitely followed up with a stinker. It's possible. It's probable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, Shin. I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're going to join that watch party, and then next week, the Penguin series. I'm going to be doing watch parties on my channel.
Yeah,
for the Penguin series. So
that's going to be interesting.
I think that would be better than Agatha. No, we're doing. I'm joining Dani. That's going to be good.
Let's go. Marvel versus DC. Start.
Exactly. We got Maria asking, do you think Joker 2 will make as much money as the first? I'll say yes and no. That's a total cop-out, right? Total cop-out. But I think domestically, the first one made over $300 million domestically. I think it can match that, on this side of the country here. Globally, like, will it do like 50 million in Mexico again, in Japan and South Korea? I don't know, right? I don't know if all those areas are going to hit this up like they did the first Joker. I just don't know. UK did nearly 80 million the first time. This was a phenomenon. This was a worldwide phenomenon for no reason. When the first Joker came out, it's almost no way they could match fully that success. But I do feel it can get at least 700 million. That's what they need to make with this. So, yeah. So I'll say yes. What do you think, Speedy?
I remember when my wife watched it. She was like, "Man, this is a really disturbing movie." She said, "Like," and I was like, "Honey, this is the Joker character. He's a disturbing character. It's like when you read him in the comic book, this is what you're dealing with him. Probably worse,
Yeah, I mean, it's his own version.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's his own version, of course. Yeah, but still, definitely in the vein of what was expected. So, will it make as much money? Maybe not. But will it be profitable? I don't see how it couldn't be. There's too much. People are going to check it out just because of the first one. Enough people.
Yeah. And
whether that's good or not is irrelevant. That might kill the legs on it.
We'll see. Word of mouth is going to be everything. Because the first one got an insane. If you remember those campaigns against the first film before it opened, and you remember that time in 2019?
I remember that time. Yes.
Yeah. And it boomed. And so it has to be the word of mouth again. That's the only way this is going to do good. So
I'll tell you what's going to make big money is Sonic 3.
Oh man, sign me up. That's in December. Sonic 3, Keanu Reeves. That trailer was wonderful.
Yeah.
Sonic 3. Oh man.
I was at the screener for Sonic 2. And so when Shadow comes out at the end, it was a public screener, ladies and gentlemen. Public screener. When Shadow came out at the end, and mind you, I don't know anything about Sonic lore, okay? All right? I only know as much as I saw in the movie, okay? But as soon as Shadow came out at the end, the whole theater erupted like if Jesus Christ, Santa Claus, and the Easter Bunny came out, okay? All right?
They all returned at one time.
Yes. And I was amazed. I was like, "Oh my god! Okay, this must be really big. This Shadow character must be a big deal." So,
I'm not as big in the Sonic. Like I peaked probably at Sonic 2 when that game came out. I think it was on the Dreamcast. And then I kind of like grew up. And then, but I knew, I knew of Sonic.
You know of Sonic at least, but you didn't know Shadow. Did you? Were you in the Shadow?
I wasn't that big on the Shadow thing, but I just heard it was a cool element.
Yeah. Oh, those kids went wild. Those kids went wild when that was revealed in that screener, and I was amazed. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I'm here for it, man. If the hardcores are liking it, then us, more casual, I think it'll cross over. So we'll see. And then, hey, props to the Sonic team because they had that god awful first build of Sonic with the bad teeth, and then they switched it up because of their fandom, and they're just making money. They're printing money every time they come out with a film. So shout out to the Sonic team.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's catch up with some questions coming up here. Superman trailer, heard anything? I'm expecting moving pictures of James Gunn's Superman teaser by December. That's the CCXP event in Brazil.
Super Bowl.
I think it'd be probably a full trailer. You probably get a full trailer by then. But just a first look glimpse, I'm thinking December of this year. CCXP Expo in Brazil. So just couple more months. I think we're gonna see some moving image. Super Bowl, they gotta spend the money.
Something.
And
15 seconds and come watch it online on our YouTube channel. Something.
Yeah. That's the smart thing to do.
If it worked for Daredevil, or worked for Deadpool.
We're perfectly right. They give you like 15 seconds and then say, okay, go to this website, and
hit the QR code, buddy.
Yeah. If they're smart.
Football game, maybe a teaser.
Thanksgiving, I don't know if it's gonna be Thanksgiving. I'm gonna hold to December. That's why I'm gonna hold to on that. So, let's see here. Let's see, Fernando. What universe is Monica in at the end of the Marvels? They still really haven't decided. If people remember, at the end of the Marvels, Monica Rambeau ends up in a X-Men universe. You got the Beast, you got the old school Beast right there, and then you have what's her mom? She was there, but another version. But anyway, what Earth is that? They really didn't know even when they did that. If they're smart,
they'll connect.
Just make that a part of Deadpool's world. Like just graft all this stuff together and make an X-Men world. So that's what they should do. But you'll find out by Doomsday. You'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Let's see. And Danny in the chat, I'm catching up with the comments here. Said, remind Sil you forgot my birthday. What? It's like a week later. It's like last month was your birthday, wasn't it? Jeesh. That's Danny. But for that says, do you think Blade's going to get canceled? No. Mahershala Ali is still committed to the project.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're going to just kind of do some retooling with that. You're not confident?
I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all.
Yeah.
But then again, they left like some. I don't know. His voice, the voice at the end of Eternals, and just a bunch of unanswered questions. So I don't know.
I think they're going to do it. I still think first they should go ahead and do this Wesley Snipes like one shot presentation. Just do it. Blade. The fans want it. But Mahershala Ali, they want to tie that to something bigger, and maybe they can't do that right now with the whole Secret Wars thing.
Right.
So we may have to wait longer, is what I would say. But I don't think it's canceled. No, I don't think it's canceled. Yeah, Penguin watch parties. Just catching up with the chat here. Before we slide on out, Amari, December, we got Sonic 3, Kraven, Mufasa. What do you think will make the most money out of those three, Speedy? And let's just take Kraven out. Between Sonic 3 and Mufasa, what do you think?
You mean Kraven the non-hunter, the animal activist? Sonic 3, I don't know, man. Mufasa might do well, but Sonic 3, man, watch out for Sonic 3. I'm telling you.
I mean, Mufasa's going to make money. I mean, these live action kids, Disney stuff.
It's kids telling their parents, "I want to go see the Sonic movie, ma." All right.
Yeah, Sonic has to defeat.
Don't doubt that
Disney
power
machine.
Yeah,
I trust Sonic. That's
an old IP.
Yep. For sure. It's gonna make its money though. I think both films, obviously,
definitely.
but it's gonna be excellent. Watch along. She's talking about Penguin, I'm sure. She's talking about my watch party. But we are gonna join Danny.
It's Danny's. It's definitely Danny's. That's fine.
We are gonna join Danny's for Agatha.
We were entertaining during the Acolyte, right?
Oh yeah. And then
we had color commentary going, right?
Until the show wasn't entertaining. Then it was kind of hard.
We were entertaining between ourselves. Hey, you go watch the replays if you don't believe us, okay?
All right, we had a good time. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to be even more good times on Dani's channel. And her channel's linked in the description, comics and everything.
That's right.
In cosmetics. No, but let's see. We are trying to catch up here. Dani is on YouTube. Yes, you're on YouTube, Dani. I see your comments, Dan. You probably thought I was ignoring you, Dani. No, I saw you. But,
was ignoring you, Dani.
I can see. Look at that. Let's see. Marvels wasn't a bad movie. You've seen the Marvels, right?
I did. It was okay.
What? Like, wasn't bad.
Like a Saturday morning. Your Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah. And if you don't want to watch it, at least fast forward it to what we're talking about, the end. And the
at least watch the post credit scene. Yeah.
There you go.
That's what it's become now.
You can do that. You can do that with Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, skip all the way through. It's a watchable film. I mean, if you just like the comic book world, you'll like this film.
Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not the worst.
It's not the worst. Yeah. It was entertaining.
Craving the Cutler.
But was it great?
No, it wasn't great at all. No, we're not saying that at all. But Brandon Hayes said, any comments on X-Men 97, the Mayo fiasco? Seems like it's getting messy. Interesting. Before we had our Labor Day break, we talked about how Bo was coming out saying, "Oh, I'm about to expose Disney," and then Disney's like, "Hold up, bro! Like, we got like all these incidences. Like, just back up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this smoke." So, since then, it has been details that's come out of stuff that he actually did. His behavior. Okay, this is what I want to say, Speedy. Like, because I ain't gonna spend too much time on this, but of all companies to say they're against diversity or sexual preferences and stuff like that, Disney's the last company. I can't believe.
Yeah,
this what the Mayo's saying. Yeah, that they're against this, and Disney's racist and sexist, and it's like. You sure you're talking about Disney? Are
we talking about the
Warner
same
Brothers?
Yeah.
I give you like Lionsgate or
Amazon,
Disney?
Maybe.
Disney? I'm sorry, Bo. Like, I love your writing, bro, but
and he's got a rap sheet, bro. He got a sticky icky exit out of the Witcher. So And apparently Danny's the one who subscribed to the OnlyFans and knows all the it's got all the pictures and the videos and stuff. You don't want to share with nobody.
Yeah, Danny,
I don't mind you. That's fine. We don't need to see it.
Maybe doing a watch party.
If Danny says it was risque, I say you're in trouble, bro.
Well, we know that where Disney did draw the line though when he had Cyclops and Chaps. That's when they was like, hold up, bro. Like we gotta stop. You messing with brands now. You can't just mess with our brand, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dani doesn't tell a lie. That's what I learned out of all these interactions. Dani does not tell a lie. She just said, "Yeah, there you go."
Well,
do you want to know more, ladies and gentlemen? Do you really want to know more?
We don't, no. But it's like with his OnlyFans, I say, hey, do whatever you want to do with that. Just don't put Cyclops and Chaps. That's all. That's all we're saying. Do not put our characters in Chaps, and we're good. We're good. So interesting stuff. As I mentioned on the platform, we're getting back into the swing after the break. Film discussions with Retro coming next week. We're setting up a new interview for the interview series. Business with Keith Moncrief for Pop Culture Minefield. We're getting all geared back up. Yeah. Side thing, I just threw out a video during break. I kind of just uploaded it real quick. The Batman sequel seems like Matt Reeves is hinting towards Court of Owls. That seems kind of too
Oh yeah,
obvious.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about
What
that.
you feeling
To be
about
honest
that?
with you, I'm for it. Let's go. Bring it.
Yeah.
Want to see it?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
As long as he's not gonna guess his way through what's going on. You know, we need this Batman to graduate a little to the next level, to the next class, please.
Exactly. We need him to grow up. That's exactly because I have my thoughts of the first film, but Reeves, like, call off your bots, Reeves. Like, we said something positive about your franchise, right? Like, call off the bots, okay?
Yes.
But
leave the bots. It's fine. It's good for the algorithm. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah. We're gonna talk more. Actually, I hate the first film. Okay, so we're gonna sign out of here again. Speedy's links is there on the screen there and in the description as well. You got anything lined up this week?
Nothing. I'm gonna check out. I probably am, since you guys twisted my pinky finger. I'm gonna have to watch that screener Monday, and that's it. Usually we do this live show. I won't do a live show that Monday. And then live on my YouTube channel, doing the Geek Culture Congress podcast. You can download the audio version if you don't like being on YouTube, but you're here, which is fine. Geek Culture Congress podcast is the audio version of what we do live on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. And there's a bunch of extra stuff. Like I did that. Thank you helping me put out the Q&A from Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. That was awesome. Thank you.
Definitely. So appreciate all the comments today. We're on X, Twitter, we're on YouTube. We got Dani on every possible platform. I don't know how this is possible, but she's commenting on all of them. But
she's connected. She's using what's left of that StreamYard account.
but definitely next week we should have Dani back. I think she'll be back. And we're gonna be on her channel for the what do you call it? Agony watch party? Agatha. It's Agatha. Who called that agony? Bad. That's bad. I'm giving it a chance. And Jules was, under the weather today, so Jules will be back next week as well too. So break time's over next week. Now I gotta start finding y'all if y'all don't come back next week. Okay. For myself, SYL, Speedy, much love to SYL Nation. Oh, one thing I meant to I didn't say this earlier, and I meant to say it in my opening. I just get to talking so much I forget stuff, but I don't have it loaded up. But that's why, because it's not on my screen. Major meeting about the Geekosity website this Friday. Really been working behind the scenes with that, and just the whole, the fallout of that and the ownership and things like that. And we definitely want to keep the family involved with Mikey's family involved with it. So I'm all for that. And any way I can facilitate that. And with James Simon, he's still attached to it. Y'all may remember him back in the day.
Yes,
he's the webmaster of that. And he really co-created that with Mikey. So Friday, I hope to hear some good news. And as soon as I hear some good news, we'll definitely be talking about Geekosity 2.0 real soon. So we got people already ready to jump on board, and it's just going to be pop culture goodness overall. And obviously in the memory of Mikey, and that's his legacy.
Amen.
And again, just to make it clear, we want his family involved. I don't know if stuff's going to leak out about this and stuff, but we want the family, attached to this as much as possible. So just want to make that clear. If you haven't heard anything, great. Official stuff will be coming out real soon with Geekosity 2.0. All right. So as I said, myself, sylabdul, Speedy, in the multiverse. Much love to SYL Nation. We will catch y'all next week. Maybe 4. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Next Wednesday is going to be a full day.
Definitely, I'm going to have to make sure I get some rest or something. I'm really trying to find the button. Okay, we're out of here.
Stay tuned.
Sylabdul ink to speak true as he bring the news. Coffee talk, stay brew, kick back, get real comfortable. Here to stay, no on delay, make sure I be's informed. On the road, on the go, playing ball on that pavement floor. It's the lifestyle right now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Guaranteed all week's going to always be on time. That's my word, y'all heard from Il Divino Vega's mouth. What's the words much more than what these networks talk about?